the inherent advantage to that strategy is you're continuing to move your career forward, because even if you don't get recognized by the company that you're at and you're building these next level skills, it's that experience and the results that you're delivering at that company that you can then go trade for another role somewhere else, because now you're operating at that next level. You manage your own career. Do not wait for titles to be given to you, because that rarely ever happens. And you need to go think of, how do you continue to see opportunities to build skills to things that you're passionate about and create opportunities where you are, or leverage that experience to go get opportunities somewhere else.
I'm not a big fan of the corporate ladder, because the corporate ladder was built for the average person. But for many of us who are high achievers, highly motivated, we want more. And the last thing you want to do is to keep yourself on hold for someone else's timeline. And that's why when I think about growing your career, I don't think about how to play the corporate game. I think about, how can you operate like an entrepreneur inside the corporate world in order to create those opportunities for yourself? Because if you follow the corporate rules, you're going to wait for your turn. You're going to wait for someone else to tell you that you're ready and give you something. And that can be a very long wait. Okay. For some people, if they're super lucky, a couple of years. For others, I've seen people wait for a promotion for 9 years, when in reality, they could have gotten it so long ago. So that's the kind of mindset that I try to teach in all of my programs, how to think like an entrepreneur inside the corporate world so that you can grow your career on your own terms.
I do think that there is an arc for people that have, a desire to do more, to do things beyond the corporate ladder. This methodology is truly teaching people to take that ownership that they're going to need being an entrepreneur, where there's, no framework, not a lot of guardrails. The more that you can build those, patterns and systems and rituals that you have yourself, the more you're going to be prepared for it. And this is why focusing on skills you need to build, where can you really add value as you're climbing the ladder, those are all going to translate into whatever, business you want to build afterwards. I talk about this because people ask me all the time, oh, you're doing an education business, now you're running a real estate business as well. I became an executive and I can be multimodal. I had to run delivery to multiple different departments. So this is a skill set that I built as an executive. Now I can go and execute it as an entrepreneur. What are some of the skills that you feel built as an executive that help you exceed as an entrepreneur?
I learned a lot about how to grow my career from the business world. So I wasn't reading career books. I was listening to podcasts. I was reading business books. If you want to manage your career like a CEO, you need to think like one. When we think like employees, we assume that we're a little cog in a big machine, and we create a lot of fake limitations, right? My company will not let me do it. My manager doesn't want to promote me. The economy. But those are all external circumstances. It has nothing to do with your choices. And no matter what is happening around you, you can actually take action and change those circumstances. And I prove it to my clients over and over again. Every time they give me a fake limitation, I show them how to bypass it, overcome it, and actually get the results that they want. But it's a matter of mindset. So I use those business books to learn about that, about my mindset, about the brain and how it works, and how to think differently about how I manage my career, how I make decisions.
You and I have both seen this out in industry where they're waiting for things to happen. And we know that for them to really get the career, get the lives that they want, they need to become the CEO and own their career. What are some of the big mindset shifts that people need to make to become the CEO of their own career?
First and foremost, to believe in yourself. There's research that actually shows that humans are incapable of rising above their own opinion of themselves. And the shortest way to remember it is what you believe, you achieve. And if you don't believe you're ready for something, you never will be. You won't take the action, you won't show up the right way, and it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're going to stop yourself. You're going to sabotage your own opportunities. I know when I share that, a lot of people say there's no way mindset can't make such a big difference. I don't know if you're familiar with the 4-minute mile story. For centuries, people believed that it's impossible to run a mile in under 4 minutes. minutes, to the point the doctors actually said the human heart will explode if anyone even tried. So what happened? No one tried, right? And then in the 1950s, one person, Robert Bannister, was able to finally run 1 mile under 4 minutes. And guess what? He didn't die, his heart didn't explode, but that wasn't even the best part. In the next 5 years, 20 other people were able to break that record.
Wow.
Now, do I think that the human body magically changed in those years? I don't think so. The only difference is that now people had example of what's possible, so they believed. And when they believed they could do it, they were able to achieve it. So if you want to be the CEO of your career, this is step number 1. This is how I start my program. We learn how to believe in our own capabilities. If it does not defy the laws of physics, it can be done. This is how much you need to believe in yourself, okay?
That's right. Yes.
That is the only obstacle. And if you have that belief, the how is going to become the easy part.